Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rise. We're back here at Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg, and I'm standing next to an automotive icon. This is a Bentley Continental GT. Obviously, ours is a drop-top convertible, but we also have the W12 engine underneath that hood. But before we get into this extreme styling luxury machine, let's talk about what's going on here. Bentley. They've been around in the business since 1919, if you could believe that. Now, not only has it been about high-end luxury, but they also have a lot of history when it comes to performance. There were a group of men known as the Bentley Boys that did the business at the coveted 24 Hours Le Mans. The first year it happened was all the way back in 1924. Believe it or not, the last time that Bentley won the coveted 24 Hours Le Mans overall was 2003. Now with this Continental GT, they're taking all that history of style, luxury, and definitely performance and bringing it to the forefront, especially with a unique engine such as the W12. Now, believe it or not, Bentley has actually been part of the Volkswagen Automotive Group since 1998. So you're gonna see a lot of that connection with the Volkswagen Auto Group that brought more funding into the table so that they could really create these amazing machines like you see behind me. So what I want to find out is a Bentley a better luxury car than a Rolls-Royce? And is this particular Continental GT convertible, is it worth the price at the end of the day? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our Continental GT and find out. Right off the bat, the styling, very, very unique. So when you look at Rolls-Royce, they also have unique styling cues, and it all starts at the front of the business on this Bentley Continental. You'll notice the headlight design, that oval shape, one larger than the other. This is something that has trickled down over the years and really brought a lot of style. Obviously, we're gonna have LED headlights. You can see the very unique LED daytime running lamps in there, especially the way everything kind of shines like a beautiful crystal, both on the larger one and the smaller one. Just a little bit of chrome, to really just make it come alive. This particular color is definitely for somebody who likes to do some peacocking. It's literally called peacock. But as we drop down, we do have functional air curtains, flat black, so they're not bringing too much shine. Air is gonna come into that side air curtain and to all the heat exchangers. You'll notice how they take the front fascia and just extend it down a tad to help scoop that air in. And then as we come across that grille, we're comparing this to Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is definitely known for their grills as well, but there is just something extra special about this Bentley grille. Nice crisscross pattern, full chrome finish with the splitter down the center. Go look at your 1919 Bentley pictures. You're gonna see that same styling cue. They hid the front-facing camera, and then as you drop your way down, you are gonna have that same style, but I'm glad that they went with the flat black, still with that split all the way down to that little tiny splitter, but definitely low and wide with that long hood that cascades into the grille. Now, as we go up onto the hood, one of the most iconic badges in the history of the automobile is the Bentley badge. 1919, that first year, nice rise as it goes towards the windshield. And I'm telling you, this blue is absolutely divine. Now, as we come around the bend, you're gonna see some big, big style. And when I say big, we're talking about 22 inches, baby. 22-inch wheels, beautiful Y-spoke with the machined aluminum, even around the exterior. Nice polish to a fine shine with the Bentley badge in the center. And then look at those calipers. Absolutely insane. That's one thing about this vehicle is when you're comparing it to a Rolls-Royce, you're getting the style, you're getting the luxury, but you're getting performance that Rolls-Royce is not bringing. Massive calipers on those fully ventilated rotors. Of course, we're gonna have adaptive suspension, all four corners, but really the style of the wheel, especially with the fine bronze gold finish, pops nicely with our particular Continental GT. We go down that fender, super clean with design. Look at the nice hard body line there, both up top and on the actual front face of the fender. And then look at what we got down below. Functional side vents with the number 12. What does that mean? That means we're talking about a W12, 12 cylinders of performance pleasure. The chrome, I'm not usually a big chrome guy, but it's working on this Bentley Continental, especially the way they drag it all the way across the lower section. And then on the door handles, just a little bit of chrome, color matched on the mirror caps. And I'm glad that they went with the aluminum look all the way around to the passenger side and up and over the windshield frame. Of course, you got that beautiful interior, which we're gonna get to in a few moments, so don't worry about that. I think one of my favorite body lines, besides the grille, has gotta be this guy right here. Comes out of nowhere, the rear fender, and then just dovetails into the back portion. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, when we're looking at these body lines, let's take a look at this rear tire setup. So you're basically looking at, like I said, 22-inch wheel. Out back, these are 315s. 315 on the width, 30 series sidewall, and the calipers just as massive at the rear as they are up front. And then as we come around, you can see those rear calipers with the Bentley name on there. As we come around out back, super clean. Those beautiful arches, I just want to rub my hands all over the back of this Bentley. Look at the taillights, very unique. This oval shape, unique to the brand, all LED. We have, of course, another Bentley badge, the script. And then as we drop down, they just did a great job of putting some chrome here and there, nothing too crazy. You got your functional exhaust, same shape on the tips as the taillights, and they are functional on both sides with a very simple rear diffuser, but such class, such luxury. Let's pop the hood and see the performance. All right, guys, we got the massive hood popped. You do have those hydraulic hood struts. Underneath that hood, like I said, W12 power. You could see the massive strut tower brace up top, bracing at the front, and there it is in all of its glory. That W12 really shoehorned into this engine compartment. Little touches, like look at the Bentley B on that oil filter cap, and I promise you that that's actually made out of metal because I touched it and I burned my finger. Beautiful intake plenum. Love the way they have the W12 badging and the Bentley badge at the front end of the business. But what are we looking at? What are we looking at when we're saying W12? Which the W12 is basically two V6 engines that have been welded together to make that W12. So you're looking at a 6-liter W12, that's 626 horsepower, 664 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, and we have all-wheel drive. Now it is rear-wheel drive bias. That's why the rear tires are those 315s, a little bit wider than what's up front. 0 to 60, get ready for this. Put your Twinkie down. I don't want you to choke on it. 0 to 60, 3.3 seconds. Top speed, 207 miles per hour. Think about that. That's the length of a football field every second at 200 miles an hour. MPGs, if you really care, you're watching the wrong review. Click on a Prius, click on maybe an EV vehicle. You're looking at 12 MPGs in the city, 20 on the highway, and the vehicle weighs around 5,000 pounds. It's actually a tick under 5,000 pounds, but you know what? I want to know what a Bentley Continental GT, what a W12 sounds like. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's fire it up and see if we get an eargasm. All right, guys, we're inside this Bentley Continental GT. Before we just dive into the door panel and the price and all that other exciting stuff, I wanted to show you something very cool. If you notice, there's no infotainment system, or is there? Check out the beautiful wood finish, but watch this, James Bond style. Fire it up, and that's where that 12.3-inch screen comes around, flips around, and there it is, full touch capability. I could go into navigation, easy peasy, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about you and I here. So I know that you're probably wondering, well, Joe, how much does this cost? I'm really liking this more than a Rolls-Royce, but how much is the price? So asking price for this particular one, you're looking at $275,000. Let's see what you get for the money when you're comparing it to Rolls and the other brands. To the door panels, absolutely exquisite. You're gonna get fine leather, contrast stitching, the wood trim, the beautiful design that they did in the center portion of the door panel. Look at the door handle. I mean, everything has been thought through 110%. You got a great sized door pocket there. I'm not so sure if you want to put any food in this thing because the interior is that wonderful. And then with the custom speaker system and those speaker grills, all the detail really adds up to the big picture. Now, when we go from the door panel to the dash, it still continues. The two-tone style, nice lighter leather, the dark leather up top. Look at the push-pull for opening and closing of the vents. Very, very classy, very aeronautical. And then like we showed you before, it all comes to the center stack. That's a 12.3-inch infotainment system screen, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can make all your adjustments very easily. You could actually raise the suspension. We could go into our climate settings. Anything you want to do can be done through the screen, or we do also have buttons as well. Sliding down, the beautiful silver finish. Of course, we got our radio controls. You got that Bentley analog clock, established 1919. Even like I said, the AC vents, nicely done with the push-pull system. This is going to control that 8-speed automatic. Look at the Bentley badge there, looking so smooth, so clean. Little bit of gloss black, but you're going to get your dual climate control. It's one of those systems that is multifunctional by hitting the different buttons. We got heated seats, ventilated seats, the whole shabam. Working your way back, look at this guy right here. That's your start-stop button, and it's also your mode select knob. So you can go custom, comfort, Bentley, and sport. And wait, we're going to be going in that sport and letting this W12, I almost said V12, W12 sing. More wood finish. Open up the door. What do we have? 2 cup holders. If you're wondering, Joe's, where's the key fob? There's your beautiful Bentley key fob. Absolutely exquisite. All the fine detail. Nice weight to it. I mean, this thing feels like it's meant to be with this vehicle. Soft touch leather. You're going to open up this. What do we got? Little tiny storage place. Maybe 4 Twinkies. Do not put a 5th one in there because you're going to bust cream all over this beautiful interior. But you got USBs. You got a 12 volt. I'm going to put that all back in there. And then these seats. More leather, embroidery. It even has the air that will blow on the back of your neck like a nice little soft whisper. The car's whispering to you. The leather, the perforated, obviously full electric assist for the passenger. With those controls, you could move them 20 different ways to Sunday. We got the convertible top up, plenty of headroom, all Alcantara material. But you know what? Coming over the business end, I want to show you behind the wheel of this Continental GT. All right, guys, business time. Behind the wheel, you got that beautiful aluminum sill plate greeting you with the Bentley badge lit up in full LED. Up top, you also have another badge showing that handcrafted perfection. And then the pedal box, the foot box, looking stunning. My only zonk is gonna be the dead pedal. They didn't make it look as pretty as the brake pedal and the throttle. We have all of our full switch gear. And then like I said, I'm 6 feet tall. I feel really comfortable in here. Steering wheel, 2 different pieces of leather, all sewn together by hand. A little bit of chrome, nice horn button, flat black on the switch gear, that Bentley badge. You do have paddles behind the steering wheel to go up and down, that ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. And then the dash is gonna be large and in charge, full TFT display. You have your speedometer, your tach. The only zonk is it doesn't change when you go into your different modes, which is a little bummer. But you do have a full head-up display as well, electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel. But why don't we go ahead, let's put this top down and I can show you what the back seat is all about in our Continental GT. Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon? I want to show you how the top goes down in this Bentley Continental GT. Real simple, you're just gonna pull back the switch and then the magic happens. Easily folding everything super clean. There goes the top. And it's just gonna show off that beautiful interior. You get a little bit of a chime and the side glass goes back up. I'm gonna go ahead though, I wanna show you what the back seat is all about in this Continental GT. So I'm gonna swing around the back side because I know everybody wants to see Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides in the back seat. All right, so here I am in the back seat. I'm gonna pull the seat to the back position. It does that thing where once it hits your knees, it actually moves up a little bit. But for a convertible, I feel pretty good back here. But you know what? Let's get to the trunk because I'm dying to go on throttle in this Continental GT. All right, guys, time to get into the trunk. I went ahead and I actually brought the key fob with me. Let me show it to you. Once again, looking so good. I'm gonna hit that trunk release. Nice electric assist, pops up, and there's your space. Now, the bad news is that the opening is on the tight side, but the good news is no matter if the top is up or the top is down, you're gonna get the same amount of space in the trunk. And what you're basically looking at is a little over 12 cubic feet of space. They even give you a 12 volt nicely placed here. And I do love the way, I mean, the carpet is just absolutely, you're not gonna wanna put anything back here. It's absolutely beautiful, all of the fine touches. But like I said, you do have a usable trunk for that weekend getaway. Easily get 2 carry-ons in there, but you know what? If you're ready, this guy's ready. Let's go on throttle in our W12 Bentley. All right, guys, we left Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg. We are in this Bentley Continental GT right away. I mean, you're sitting in the lap of luxury. It's absolutely ridiculous, all the finishes in here. I am gonna have to zonk all of the veneer wood. I would love to see this interior, maybe with some nice machine turned aluminum finish or some dark wood without any veneer, like a nice open pore, darker wood stain and dark interior, like black interior, I think would be just really, really stunning and work well with the exterior color. But definitely an unbelievable ride. I have the top up for right now. I really want you to be able to hear me and also hear that W12 engine, but let's go on throttle, shall we? On throttle, here we go. Wow, oh my God. Wow. I'm telling you right now, this engine in this vehicle with the all-wheel drive is freaking mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. The acceleration, getting the traction to the ground, and then of course you're just wrapped. And you get all these pops and bangs from the back of the car. You're just wrapped in all this fine leather. It's unbelievable, the driving experience. On throttle, here we go. Golly, the shifts. Look at this. On those massive brakes. Feeling good, yeah. Nice, purposeful shifts from that ZF 8-speed. Of course, we're in sport mode. And I'm telling you right now, this car is not light, but yet it doesn't feel like it's almost 5,000 pounds, that's for sure. Each gear fires off like a freaking army rifle. Just one at a time, absolutely on point. Brakes are phenomenal. You got the head-up display, and then you can hear that W12. It is muffled. I would like to hear a little bit more, but I'm gonna be curious once we put the top down exactly what kind of sound we're gonna be getting. Steering has a nice weight to it in sport mode, and really the throttle action is just freaking ridiculous. All the fine touches, the places for your Twinkies, you got plenty of them in here, but on throttle, here we go. Look at this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Bentley boys are back. This thing, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and put the top down, shall we? Why not? We're in a convertible. That's what it's all about. Gotta slow down a little bit here, and then we're gonna put the top down. There we go. So nice, seamless action. It's gonna chime, let us know when it's all done. I'll keep the side windows up so that you can hear me a little bit better. But we got the little chime sound, and we're gonna take off here and really showcase what this thing is all about. Let's do it from a dead stop, shall we? On throttle, here we go. Wow. freaking believable. Just the way it heightens all the sensations with the top down. The amount of torque is freaking ridiculous. And the fact that I have the ventilated seats on, I got it blowing some nice cool air on the back of my neck, and the Florida sun. It really is a Miami Beach car. If I was in Miami Beach, this would be the car to be seen in for sure. All right, guys, once again, let's do it. Off-road, here we go. Golly, that all-wheel drive is phenomenal. On the brakes. Look at this. Wow. On those massive, massive brakes, slowing this beast down. I tell you, it's crazy how the steering level input is in this vehicle. Absolutely unbelievable that it's not a very heavy steering sensation, but yet it gives you great feedback. You got that beautiful digital display there, the 12.3-inch infotainment system, and this really truly is a vehicle that you could share with 3 other people. The 4 of you can have definitely a killer time in this Bentley Continental GT. And then here we are just cruising. The air goes nicely right over the top of your head. Not a bunch of wind turbulence in here. When you let off throttle, you get a little bit of pop in there from the exhaust. I would like a little bit more, especially with the connection to Bentley's racing and whatnot, just a little bit more, but still absolutely stunning. All right, guys, one more time. On throttle, here we go. Golly, this thing, look at this. And the fact that it goes over 200 miles an hour, that sound, wow, unbelievable. It's so comfortable, so cool. The W12 is so smooth. The engine is so smooth running. You're not getting any vibration. Wow. Absolutely mind-blowing. But you know what? We need to get back to Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg. They want their Bentley back. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been one heck of a day here at Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg. Definitely want to thank Jeff, Miro, and the rest of the crew getting us access to this beautiful, drop-dead gorgeous Bentley Continental GT. Let me know what you think. Would you go Continental GT? Would you go Bentley over a Rolls-Royce? Would you get some other high-end luxury vehicle? Or is it worth it? Put it in the comment section. I want to know what you think. But if you want to keep seeing just unique drop-top, very, very interesting powered cars with a W12, you want to keep seeing that kind of stuff on Raity's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raity's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, click the first link in the description, become a Raity's Rides Patreon member. Click the second link, get yourself some Raity's Rides merch. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera. She is bulletproof. She is also fire resistant because it is hot as heck out here and she's bringing the business. Show Lori some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for being the muscle behind that camera. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.